welcome around the cumin! Back with the three legends, how are you boys?
Aye, what's that about Cammy Care?
Hopeless. I'm not even going to hide on it, hopeless.
He's a good lad.
How he's done what he's done in football is genuinely amazing. How are you, alright?
Yeah, very well. I'm good to see these boys.
Well, we've seen you two talk shite over the summer. You've been in, Faddy, you've not been in since the Hydro.
No.
What a performance.
But you see, we've no song, but you see you. So
different light, mate,
just put
innit?
the telly on, innit?
Yeah.
Fuck, man, innit? He's
mad doing it, mate, innit?
I'm waiting for the coronation soon.
I had a good time, mate. Had a good time.
So you should, mate, you deserved it.
Yous were all timings and script and all that. I was just getting
Free spirit, mate.
a few beers with Derek.
Just fucking heckling Gordon Stanton.
He was good, wasn't he?
He was
Remember
good,
we spoke about that behind the scenes. He was totally different from what I thought. You done a runner for him?
Aye, he was fucking shitting himself.
He was in it, he was shaking.
So was I, to be fair, right?
But about going out?
Oh, terrible. Oh, I was
I
fucking
thought he was
terrified. Mate, I'm not kidding you on. If my mate had been at the back door, in fact, if I knew Snoddy was fucking off at half time, I'd have been on his shoulders. I'd have been like, I'm going Snoddy.
And then we had a day out as well. Somebody never turned up. But
I ended up staying that day.
I know, so was that, mate. Mate, for dinner, mate, I couldn't even talk.
Well, you were fucking gaga.
Steaming, mate.
There's a few factors for me. They cancelled 3 trains, and then I got a bit of news, and then I just sat in the train station for about 45 minutes myself.
Wouldn't I pick you up?
Aye, I know, but then I was sitting waiting on the train. Aye, on the train, and then I got a wee bit of news come through, and I just sat and I went, nah, fuck it, I'm going for a few.
Know what it's all about? Come out and watch the England game, wasn't it? Right.
Never watched a second.
I seen the penalty kicks and somebody's phone on the fucking train to him. That's the only bit I
The
seen.
tennis was good, wasn't it? Before that's what I
I just went
remember.
to him at 7 o'clock. He's all dispersed at 7 o'clock at night.
Oh, it was-
When's that ever happened?
We were all steaming, mate.
Oh,
But he's brilliant. I love
Within a
that.
short window. And then he goes on his holiday, right? Imagine this. You want a break for us fucking idiots. Get to the airport. Who does he see with his family? Who do you think? The one person you wouldn't want to see.
Was it?
Slaney gone to the final, the Euros final.
By the way,
And he hung about with his full
Did he go
family.
in the tickets?
He went, him and his sister went.
Aye, went, innit?
Did he?
Uh-huh.
I thought he's your fucking soul.
He was in
I tell you what
He said that. He said, I don't know why I was so nervous when I seen
What a
Paddy.
laugh he gave it. See, after the Hydro, now the kind of aftermath behind the scenes, he was hilarious, man. My missus, the girl I had this to us, he pulled his earth for a wee team meeting, by the way. I'm not going to...
What was he saying? Come on,
No, I'm not going to
threesome.
go any further, but it was brilliant. It was gold dust, so it was.
Was it?
My missus was killing herself.
You can tell me what I said later.
Aye. That was brilliant.
So was he never strike the airport with you and the family?
No. Just because he was going to the final and England could have won it.
No, right
He
ahead.
didn't
Where
win.
did you go on holiday, man?
I went to Lanzarote for a week.
No, I've not been there.
It was nice.
Nice.
It was. Weather was good.
With the daughter and the son.
2 youngest, 2 oldest didn't come.
His boys away to America for a scholarship as well.
Aye, he's away.
Is it Toby or James?
James.
Is
James,
that,
well done, mate.
is that the one that's working? Doing it?
Aye, he's away.
What part?
Good.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Aye, it's been away for a week and a half.
There's a Colonel, look. There's a Colonel for KFC.
That's another song. Steve Martin. the
How
Colonel.
scared were you being, man?
He's fuming.
No, my worst one, twice it's happened to me. Once in Germany, and I was there in Arran, right? And the guy comes up to me, how would you handle this? Guy comes up to me, he's like, oh, can I get a selfie and get a selfie, right? And a fucking big-headed guy, no bother, mate. So he starts talking about, fucking loved you as a player and all that, and I'm thinking, he's got a damn fucking player, right? So he starts, the goals you scored, and I'm going, well, I scored a couple of goals. He went, aye, it's his great team at that time, you know, Tommy Burns and all that gear on. I'm looking going, who the fuck's it, right? So he thinks I'm Charlie Nicholas, right?
You're happy with that? Yeah.
With a belly. Not right, with a belly, right? So the worst
Do you have an earring in?
So I'm new fucking...
Were you talking all the shite then?
I'm new captain.
Maybe that's fine.
I can't get out of this, right?
That's
And then
Charlie.
the worst moment in my life comes. He pulls out a fucking sort of note and he went, and he got to sign that, Charlie. So I'm standing there going,
That's class.
what the fuck do you do, right? What would you do?
Sign it.
But it's not.
100%. I just went, what's your name, mate? He went, James. I went, James, best wishes, Charlie Nicholas.
What happened? No, with me, in my local, I was in a few weeks back having a few bevies, and I went in with Darren, and automatically there was a few of them. They know me, so don't bother about me. I'm
Aye.
all tatting
Thought it
it
was
anyway.
loose.
But they thought it was loose. And they kept looking here and smiling and waving at him and going, and we were passing by and going, great to see you in here, son, and all that. I mean, we were on our 6 pint, we were on to Hoffs and all that, battling away, and I'm going, surely they must know. And then that's the thing, is they're working, can we get a wee photo? And darling, so he was so...
Did he go for it?
No, because he was at and
Aye,
back.
he should
I'm
have,
his
mate.
brother, but he should have, like, but...
I couldn't do it.
Is Darren single?
Yeah.
Is Darren single?
Aye.
Imagine he got his hole out it thinking he was
no.
loose.
No, I don't...
No, not booze.
No, average age is about 60, isn't there? But
Amazing.
Oh, well, I'll win next week.
How did the scholarship come about? It's amazing.
He went, came to the end at Partick, and he's like, I'm going to go and
Sick of Mark
do
Wilson.
it. No, he likes Mark Wilson. He shouldn't.
Tell
He
it
does.
to us.
No, he does. He does. He likes Willow. Willow was good with him, and he just says, I fancy going and doing a scholarship. So went to a trial, put his video up, got an offer, and that's him away. He's away for a week and a half.
How long's he away for?
4 years.
how do you feel about it? Are you...
I'm buzzing
fun,
for him.
isn't it?
Because you're not going to really be able to get out and see him.
No.
You know,
Is it every football game?
that's what I mean.
No, but I can take a weekend off. I'll go out it when I can. But it's great for him. Great opportunity to go and.
They will worry a wee bit. They will be a wee bit.
Forget the football. Imagine what else he'll be doing over there. Oh,
It's not that busy. I don't think the place. It's quite a wee place.
is it?
Aye.
still
You'll always
find
find
it.
something.
I was doing a Man City.
You'll always find something.
By the way, I was doing Man City tour Sunday with the boy.
By the way, I meant to...
Gordon Dale suite, just a leather couch and a box of tissues in it.
hell, mate. A wee room with a TV.
My fire stick.
And a dodgy box.
Just one recliner.
Not a mention of him in the tour.
Mate, they fucking... I was shit, Man City. I
I was waiting for it when they're going to get mentioned, but nah.
Oh,
It's a wee chippy outside, isn't there?
I had a cafe, the main road cafe.
I destroyed myself at Man City. I was fucking terrible.
Was it in that?
I've got to say.
Just went for the money, didn't you?
100%.
But see, you have that on your CV in it. But look, when you see that, your CV, it's different.
By the way,
class.
Supposedly it was when you were there, like, right, we're really fucked, we need to get a chic in now. So you started the revolution.
By the way,
You were rock bottom for Man City.
there was a lot of people out there with misjudgment, right? Legends. Greggy, right? Greatest ever Ranger, signed me. Billy McNeil, greatest ever Celtic, signed me. Bertie Auld, signed me.
Greatest ever-
Lisbon Lion,
Uh-huh.
Lisbon Lion. Fucking... So they must have seen something in me.
yeah.
that
You
wasn't
didn't even
there.
see it. You're like, what the fuck? He keeps
They want to know what the social life was all about. Man City was great for that, right enough. That's how my football went to fuck.
Have you been doing that? Stadium.
See, I can stick up for him because I played. I went in as a 16-year-old, 15, 16-year-old, and I was playing sometimes reserves, and obviously you come into reserves at times. You were a good finish.
I was fast, mate. I was fast.
Lightning,
Venti,
honestly.
Venti for Hibs, he can't kick the ball hard either, I've said that. It's like you.
I never kicked the ball.
Venti.
No,
hard.
he had a nose for
You're his
goals,
hider,
didn't
innit? He's got a picture of you up on his wall.
Who?
Venti, he can't kick the ball hard. Hibs striker.
Well, I was
You
just
were
Jackson.
good.
I couldn't score for outside eight. I
You
never
keep
scored
saying
before.
that,
Can't
but-
kick the ball hard.
18-year-old.
You were just, wasn't it, sharp.
I was fast as
Oh, it's sharp, alright.
straight lines.
Lightning.
How was your hotel stay the other week?
Aye, good. I was there in Arn. It was lovely. No hot water.
What were you on hot water for?
Everywhere.
What were you on hot water for?
A wee bubbly bath. I take me in bubbles everywhere I go for a bubbly bath. Right?
What, you
do you
take
do that?
Is it not a bubble bath?
A bubbly bath.
A bubbly bath.
What a
Okay,
three-year-old,
bubbly
innit?
in
What a
mine.
three-year-old.
You know what I mean? I always take.
What do you do with the bubbles? Just
I like to just relax and soak in them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And hope I find 3 horns on there. I'm fucking enjoying this. But no hot water, I was disappointed. I won't be back.
but you wrote a complaint, which is Karen, man. Karen.
Oh,
energy.
right in.
You got your dough back?
Got the full refund, which I was entitled to.
Worst guy.
I don't
ever.
believe that.
Just quickly, how's Lewis getting on, mate? How's his knee?
I don't want to get. I'm pretty happy, because he has to go through some sort of test, and I knew about this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I says, don't tell me, just do it. He's done it, so it's kind of good news. So he's kind of ahead of schedule, but
course he is.
I'm no, just put the brakes on, everything's going well, so aye. So I'm like, That's why I'm asking you, because I've not been able to see him now for about 6-7 weeks. Not just him, the granddaughter. I'm missing Gunnar there. It's like you get used to Gunnar every now.
They says it's the best 6 weeks they've had earlier.
Probably. And do you know something? That's how I don't, because I don't know. He probably goes, fuck's sake, don't want my dad here again.
Nah, well.
You know what I mean? But no, it just come up on the Instagram and I saw him getting the test done, and I've been through it, because it used to be, I don't know if you've done it, we used to go to Lillyshaw at the end of our pre-season training, and we were put through all the tests, the bleep tests and all that, and then the strength for your quads and hammies. You own this machine, I've been on it, and it's a horrible machine, because you think you're going to pull your thigh or your hammy, but it's a test for the knee, and they come through it with flying colours. So aye.
Maybe back
touch wood, everything's gone.
And you passed your STI test, which is amazing as well. So what a week for passing test. Right, lads, amazing. So we've got a new sponsor this year, incredible. SPK is a completely new sports betting experience with sport at its heart. SPK offer industry-leading odds across all sports, but specifically football, with their prices powered by one of the leading bet exchanges in the UK. That means you can take advantage of bet exchange prices on a sports book, and because sports is what SPK is all about, there's not a casino or roulette wheel in sight. Whether you're creating accumulators or customising your bet builder, SPK has got you covered with their comprehensive range of markets. This week's special offer with SPK is another 25% ACCA boost on this weekend's Scottish Premiership games. Plus, there will also be a 25% bet builder boost for the Hibs v Celtic match this Sunday.
Well done. That was
Well done.
Incredible for SPK as well, for it.
Aye.
If I was allowed to bet, I'd be all over it. It's the sort of thing I'm into.
Oh, you're not allowed
I'm not allowed to bet, mate. I'd be all over it.
Are you a coupon man? Fergie?
With the boys put their coupons on.
You're going to do it with SPK now?
Yes,
Yeah.
well,
Good, we'll
the
set it up
boys,
for you,
the
mate.
boys watch it, so they'll be onto this big time. Definitely. So nah,
You?
good.
I'm a wee fiver every weekend just for the results coming in. I've never had a coupon up.
That's good, because you're going to pick. That's really good for us, mate, because you're going to pick a coupon at the end of the show for people to bet on.
They're like, the SPK will love you then.
You're the reason we get in these sponsors, mate. You're a big part of it.
Boy, it'll be so hard.
SPK's like cancelled. Right in the coupon. Right, Rangers, did you expect that result given Saturday's performance against Hearts?
No.
No.
And what did they change to get it?
But they were, I tell you what, they got their tactics spot on. They've done their homework. You look at their last result in the 9-2, and you're starting to kind of, you're worried, obviously. And I was fearing the worst, to be honest with you.
Even the players, they had a lot of players that played for Ukraine, and
There'd be 7 or 8 internationals in that
in the
side.
Euros though.
Aye, but
So
what,
no.
as a game, after the first 15-20 minutes, you kind of gathered that they're not too clever at the back, and I think that's where Rangers were dead aggressive right for the off. They go at them, they pressed them higher up the park, put them under pressure, and at times they didn't handle it.
Because we expected them Monday to sit in, didn't we, and be hard to beat. But
See,
actually went after
normally,
them.
and the normal thing is, I don't know if guys will agree, mate, sometimes when you've played in Europe, you get away and you kind of sit in a wee touch and you just have a look at them and just deny them, and space and time on the
We
ball.
switched in the second half helped as well, in the left hand side.
The only time I really worried in that game is when they scored, there was a 3-4 minute period where Rangers were kind of the ship a wee bit, but they rode their luck, but they rode that kind of a wee bit of that bit of time that they were under a bit of pressure. They rode it well, and into the second half, and they looked comfortable. So they did, and it was a deserved equaliser for me. So it was a display that I didn't think was coming. I was when I saw the team, like kind of a lot of other Rangers fans, I was like, because McCausland wasn't even on the bench. And
Kicked the ball.
and he comes in for nowhere, and by the way, he was terrific.
Great effort off the post.
Wasn't it? It was brought.
Any other standouts? McCausland, who else was good?
Phil Balogun was good.
Yes.
Was Balogun
I
good?
think Balogun gives them a great safety net.
Better than Davis, isn't he, Balogun, there?
Tell you who's good enough. Captain Tav. He comes out. He's been I've gave him stick as well in the past, but I thought defensively he was pretty switched on, and he was at it. And the two in the middle of the park, I mean, they worked their socks out. I think defensively, because they're only young guys, they'll get better. They'll learn that side of the game.
Barron dives in for the goal, didn't he? And the boy goes by
Well,
him.
I tell you what, wee Yilmaz is so weak. You know, I know you're smiling, because I don't think he
It's a
had
long
his
flight to a wee man,
best.
wasn't it?
I don't think he had his best game, but that's a wee kind of an example about Barron. You look at that, you'll learn for that. But I love the wee boy Barron because he's been in there He's puffed the chest out and took responsibility.
Suter's got to do better for the first goal.
Do you think Butland could Butland come out and dive it?
I don't.
I don't think Suter's position's that bad.
Nah, I think Suter's got to do better. He's caught deeper anyway. When they lose the ball, he's the deepest one. But he doesn't do anything for me. He makes it too easy.
Do you not think if he just sticks his left leg out, it's an own goal? I know what you're saying, but...
No, but I think he's either got to know where the danger is, or he's got to go and stop the cross. Not stop the cross, but be there.
So that in the line of the cross.
Aye, so in the line of the cross. And I don't think he does either.
I'm looking at its source. Yilmaz is weak, and then wee Barron dives in. But doing that right-hand side for them, that boy, Cabaret or whatever his name is, he was travelling too many times. You did a field day. He was running 30, 40 yards without any contact. The two boys have got to get across a bit earlier and make that contact, foul him, disrupt him a wee bit, and it didn't happen. But no, overall, I was. Listen, I had a wee spring in my step after the game because I thought we were going to get an absolute doing. So I'm quite happy. Did you know? I
agree with the team. I questioned the team. Right, I questioned why Proper wasn't in. He was fit and ready, but I also questioned why Tierney wasn't in and the wide area come on at Tynecastle. So I think, there's a lot to look to. But Rangers have got a wee habit of when you write them off, they seem to pull a result out, and I think you've got to give them all the credit.
What's your take on Proper? Because he's had a pre-season, he's played some games, so why is he going in?
Well, the manager explained that he'd just come over and had a couple of things today. He wasn't fucking at IKEA buying furniture, was he? And he was there.
You've got if you've got stuff today, you need to put that after
he was in Poland anyway. He was in Poland anyway, so he was on the bench. But to be fair, you've got to say, give manager credit, he gets a fucking good result.
He was out buying a travel coat in case Yilmaz wanted to stay.
They set him on his knee, didn't he, with that wee extra seat belt.
A booster seat for the back for his Range Rover.
And I think Daz is right to say that give the manager credit, because he was coming under a wee bit of criticism. I thought he got his tactics spot on, done his homework.
The players as well, because they were all written off at the weekend.
Needed that for their confidence factor.
Definitely,
one who's constantly written off Addy Dessers, but again he comes up with a good, great finish.
Look, I know that people say it's in the 6-yard box and he couldn't miss, but you need to make the run. He runs by 2 or 3 of his own players because he knows I need to gamble here and go and attack that space. Dessers misses chances every game. He misses chances.
But he gets chances as well.
That's another man he's missed. He should really do better. He could do this. Maybe had it first time. Simplify it, but he keeps going. He keeps getting in the area. He never he'll argue now and again about decisions and maybe have a go at the ref for the players, but he keeps making the runs. He keeps putting himself in there, and I think that he's never going to be a guy that scores 3 out of 5 chances, because that's obviously what he's done his whole career. But he'll get chances. He'll keep putting himself in there, and he'll score goals.
Keeps hitting hard as well, doesn't he? He constantly.
And I tell you what, and if you want your haircut, going to
mate, it was good. I've had the haircut off it. I'm not sure it's fucking very good, but
do you think that was a wee bit of class?
He's sorry, I like
that. I like that, mate. I took to him right away.
I thought that was brilliant.
By the way, he's got the same eyes as you, Dessers. Over Holland 30 years ago now.
Oh, by the way, I've got to say, do you know what I've actually predicted?
And he misses loads of chances. You could definitely
I'm going to get shot down in flames for this, right? I've tipped him to be top goal scorer. But see when you think about it, look at Tynecastle. Worked half there with a hat-trick. There's something about him, right?
Other people are going to argue and say, I know, but he didn't.
I know that.
So the chances will keep coming and he'll keep missing them, but he will score goals.
What you said is 100% right for a striker, right? He puts himself in great positions. That's the thing. So he's there to miss. So if he just gets a wee run and that confidence and he starts hitting the back of the net, I think he could score a right few. He scored 22 goals.
I'm going to say something maybe a wee bit controversial, right?
Yes, love it. It better be controversial. It better be shite.
Because it's one of the guys. Because it's one of the guys we played with. Ali McCoist. Ali missed his fair amount of chances. But what he had, and I think that's what maybe Dessers has got a wee bit of, what I'm saying, is he's got that strong mentality.
Confidence,
that he just goes back for more, he comes back. And that's a striker needs that. Now, I used to, when I played with Coisty, would maybe sometimes need 3 or 4 chances before he took one. People tend to forget that and they look back and they think, wow, You know,
That's the
these
way.
players.
That's the way it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like we moan about football now being the structure and everything needs to be right. Players don't take risks and they don't play. They don't make their own decisions. But you need to gamble. You need to go and make the run. You don't always get it, or sometimes you get it and you miss the chance. You have to go again.
Aye.
And that's what it does. It's a wee bit like.
And if he was scoring every chance, he wouldn't be at Rangers, wouldn't he?
Aye. And that's
what I mean.
Aye. And that's
Yeah,
what
he scores every
that's what I like
time.
about him. I like it. I like that. And I tell you what, he put his about the other night. He
always works hard, doesn't he?
battered a few of them about. So
Boy, Cherny looks a player. I'm hearing fan side that he's in training. He's looking very
didn't
good.
look-
I looks
didn't
good
look-
touch, didn't he? I think he looks like he's getting terrific.
So, could he solve that wide right problems? Cutting on his left foot, putting crosses in.
Oh, I
You see the cross
Yeah.
for the goal.
Because the
That's
fans
the only
aren't
thing he
taking
done.
to Scott, right?
I didn't think he was great.
he wasn't
Come on,
great.
was he not, right?
Tynecastle,
No, he wasn't.
Where?
No, he
Tynecastle.
struggled a wee bit.
I know, but I thought
you-
you look up and you go, by the way, he's got natural ability.
ability,
You
yeah.
can tell
Aye.
that right away. But
Look, he needs time. Too often players come in and you see them for 5 minutes and go, nah,
6 weeks.
give them a chance. You know what I mean?
Have you had players like this came in straight away and you went, pish?
Oh,
That-
100%.
Yeah,
I was one of them outside.
Within,
Seen I walked in that dressing room, he is a hat. Oh,
within how long you know they're bad? A day?
But training.
A session?
You watch
aye.
him in training.
You'll see them at
Aye.
training. When
Aye,
you do
but-
wee boxes and all that.
Or something.
I know, but
And
you never put that down to nerves that they're just a wee bit nervous now? You could just tell
We
that
had a guy come out and he was put centre half and the ball came up in the air and he looked as if he was going to go and clear it and he chested it down, try to play. You'll hate this.
Yeah.
And we're going, no be able to do that on a Saturday because you played against two strikers.
Strikers, aye.
You didn't have time to just sit down and
I'll
stand
say
building
again,
it.
And was he shy?
No, he just didn't work out for him. But
The only thing I'll say against that, right, the new is, I've no telling you who told me, but see the boy Taylor at Hearts? Is it Taylor right now?
Aye.
Apparently he's fucking hopeless in training, right? And he was magnificent against
In the
him.
games,
Right?
you do get
And
boys like that as well, don't you?
Spurs as
he
well.
done
He was
well against Spurs.
terrific, right?
Aye.
So you get,
Aye.
you get
Yeah,
players that
good
are
point.
shit in training and great in the games.
Aye.
Fucking shit in the games, great in training.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the boy. I don't know if you were there at the time. Irish boy, Tommy. I'm trying to think his second name. He came in with the big jock. So you must have been there. Big
Aye,
jock.
I was with Jock.
He came into the dressing room, and the first thing that flagged up was he came in with a Rangers scarf on. But then he started going, "Oh, Ali McCoy, oh, you enjoy." Then he was getting more autographs and all that. So we're going, what's going on here? So Friday,
I'm the record signing.
wee bit of Toro, a wee bit of kickball. He can't fucking kick the ball right, he's kicking out the park and all that. So we're going like that. So Saturday, we're playing Motherwell. We're in, right, me and Gerard to get in about, 12:30. We goes upstairs to get our pre-match. The lassie's like, you better get downstairs. Tommy, he's been in since 9 o'clock this morning. He's done, he's got the gear on. Do you not remember us?
No, I can't
He's running about, he's got cones, he's in and out and all. So we're going, what's
What's
happening?
his second name?
I'm trying, it'll come to me. And then so he starts again. He's picked because we were struggling. Stuart Monroe was out. But anyway, he went out. He gets injured after 20 minutes. He gets carted off. What happened was the team he was playing for, Northern Ireland, the scout went out to see the full-back, the left-back. He was injured. The kind of the stand-in, he was injured. So they just got one of their mates. He was just that. And the next thing he signed with Rangers. Tommy, it'll come to me by
Sheridan.
I was.
Tommy's, it was unbelievable. And he signed a year's contract.
Was that his last game?
He was there for a whole year. Brilliant guy. What a laugh. We used to
What
go
a story that is, man.
No,
Did he play?
could he play?
No, did he play?
He
after that?
did play.
games?
No, that was him after that. But at the time of his life, it was just like a Rangers
Fucking bet he
fan
did.
signing for Rangers. Big job. So
Up Vicky's,
come
Vicky's with the Rangers.
That's
I
amazing.
used, I used to do that, the old Blazer one. On Saturday night. I forgot to take this out.
What a story that is. Right, how much an impact Jim playing at Hampden is that Ibrox is going to have on the second leg? Because the atmosphere at Ibrox in the...
I think it'll have an impact. That's just me.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking after that game at 1 each, I'm thinking, right away, you get them back to Ibrox and you kind of know what it's like, you know what I mean? Especially European nights. I'm thinking, Rangers could destroy them. Hampden, I'm not so sure. Listen, the Rangers fans will turn up, of course they will, and they'll make as much noise. But I think it will have a bit of an effect. It's good to.
It'll still be loud.
Of course.
The atmosphere will still be good, but it's the players, their home comforts, their routine. they know themselves. Get them, as Derek says, get them back to Ibrox. You know you've got a chance, and they've got to Hampden, which it's just no there.
Well, the fact that they've not done well, the players have not done well at Hampden recently, will that play a factor?
Well, they play there Saturday, gives them
I don't think so.
Gives them a wee feeling as well. And plus the fact, as soon as you look at it, right, I agree. I think Ibrox is a massive disadvantage, and the reason being that team played in a neutral ground as well. So 2 teams are playing in neutral grounds. They played in Poland, right? Rangers will play at Hampden. So I don't think there's a great advantage here. See if Rangers were playing at Ibrox next Tuesday, you would fancy Rangers.
That's
right? But you still get the home crowd. Like there wasn't a sale.
It's hard to explain, Faddy. See, like, you play at Ibrox and everybody's at it. It gives you so much energy.
But they normally play at Hampden with a 50-50 split. They're going to have
I know that.
Everybody. They're going to have the whole stadium.
I don't know about you, I hated playing at Hampden.
He loved it.
I loved it.
Did you, mate? I just hated playing at Hampden. I missed the worst chance ever recorded in the history of
I had nothing to do with Hampden, that was your ability, wasn't it?
Oh, semi-final, Scottish Cup, mate.
How about talk us through it?
I fucking crossed it in for the left-hand side. Goalkeeper came out, missed it. It just comes out him, right? I'm about 6 yards.
What year was that?
80 odds. Header it over the bar.
Try to remember.
By the way, let me tell you.
Did you know brought it done?
Brought it done. I could have put my fucking Dobie on it. You know what I mean?
I definitely would have went to the bar if we had that.
Some poor guy in the back.
Mount Florida. Somebody get a bond Mount Florida.
Right. But in the days it was replays. And I get fucking bumped for a replay.
Did you because that miss it?
Because that miss. It was the worst ever. I've still had flashbacks.
If they do win this, then take on Red Bull, Salzburg or FC20, you fancy them to get to the group stages?
I don't know too much about the size, but listen, just get through this one and get if they can pocket the 5 million, which they badly need. So
if they get through this one, then you've got to give them a chance, because when the draw was made, you're thinking that's a tough draw this round. So you've got to say they've got a chance.
It could have been a tougher road, but
Lehman, Tommy Lehman, Tommy Lehman, remember?
Like Lehman or Lehman?
Lehman,
Tommy Lehman.
Leeman, I think it is. Tommy Lehman, what a brilliant guy, but
hopeless.
You wonder what Tommy's doing now.
I know. I think he married a lassie for down Ibrox way as well.
So,
he's living in Govan. He's a brilliant. I loved him.
What's an ass to Govan, didn't he?
How's that must be an age thing.
Broxy Bear.
Tommy's on every week.
Amazing. Right, to take on Motherwell, first game at the National Stadium. Again, will Motherwell players get more confidence the fact that it's at Hampden and Ibrox?
No, because
same thing as Dynamo Kiev.
Look, if Rangers were playing Motherwell more in the cup final at Hampden, you fancy Rangers massively, wouldn't you? So it's still got to be the same. And they're come off that result on Tuesday night. And Motherwell, I'm a bit worried about Motherwell.
Yeah.
I really am. I know they've got a lot of changing. I think they've brought in about 11 players, 12 players or something. But I've watched them in pre-season, and then apparently the game on Saturday was a bore fest.
Yeah.
So they've lost, not just people talk about Theo Beer, right? But Spittle was fucking
massive.
He was the second top goal scorer.
So
you've lost your top goal scorer, your second top goal scorer, and your most creative player.
And Nicholson's out as well.
And I think young Lennon Miller got injured in the stupidest game I've ever heard the other night there against Everton. Why they've taken that game on, I've no idea.
No,
so Miller's out?
He come off injured, and I think there's a problem with my. I hope the boy's alright. He's terrific.
Hopefully.
Was it beat 6?
That's what you're saying. I don't understand why I'm with you. Why you take that game like that? That just knocks his stuffing right.
No, to be fair, I do think like guys like Paul McGinn need minutes. Who's a massive player for the minute, and you need. But again, why?
Don't go.
You play junior. You play junior.
I don't have confidence in all good. He's a defender. And they've just stripped 6.
Have you said you heard that? Was it Birmingham?
Birmingham. No, Birmingham. We played. We just get promoted, and they talk about having like good pre-seasons, whatever bad pre-seasons, how much you read into it. We played Crewe away, and I think it was the last one. I'm sure we played that, and then I did international the next week. felt terrible, and Crewe absolutely battered us 4-1. It could have been.
And they were League Two.
Could have been 7 or 8.
And you got the
League
Premier
1 or
League
League
next
2.
week?
We were opening the season at Old Trafford.
How'd you go?
we only lost 1-0.
Oh,
we
that's all right.
no, but we played well that season. We went on to have a brilliant season, longest unbeaten run, highest finish. But that game was like running on.
And were the boys actually saying after game, fuck's sake, we're playing the Premier League?
We had like a. It was Big Eck, it was a manager. We had it out in the dressing room.
Did you?
It was like, what the fuck? What's going on? We feel like shit. Heavy legs, everybody. Just, and then the season kicks off and you're good to go.
Running, aye.
Amazing. Hibs had a similar performance, but at the start of the fucking season against St Mirren away, how worried are you for Hibs?
I'm worried for the manager, right? And
Because the next two fixtures are Celtic twice.
mate, no, not just because of that. I think the boy deserves all the chance in the world. He's a legend there, and you know he's worked very hard. I think he's come up through the ranks. He's coaching, which I like to see. I think you got to learn your trade. But see when the new owner or the investor comes in and says, "Look, they weren't my picks."
They're not
I've
listening,
been there. I was at Wraith, the manager, right, and I knew 3 months prior I was getting the bump. Right, knew that right away. I cleared the fucking place. There wasn't even a cup left for a cup of tea. I had to everything dishes, everything. But you know, you get the feeling, because if they're no way you, all they're doing is waiting for that
moment.
bad time,
Yeah.
and then they've just got to bang you.
That's
And I feel for them.
See, what about Murray? What about that situation?
Terrible. And the boy, I watched the boy the other day. They're making a statement
And the
about.
Barrowman.
Aye, and I thought to myself, you're talking absolute pish, mate, right?
Listen,
He's
just
my
say
mate.
what you really
That's a
feel.
good lad.
Don't hold back, just say what you really
You
feel.
can't turn round and say, well, he was terrific. They were one game away for the
I
Premier
know.
League. Now think about that. One game away for the Premier League.
Style of football was good, I know.
Everything. I went up and watched them against Partick Thistle.
Watched them
The
quite a lot.
good young players, they had a good team,
Aye.
they were good set up.
Good watch.
Now, I'm not saying that Ian Murray's the best manager in the world, but you can't just wait for one game. Why not do it
In the summer.
They
in the
had-
summer?
I'm not defending them. They had a dip after January.
Yeah.
But I watched it as well. Some of the things like, we didn't feel that he could turn it round.
So
You're
Stuart
thinking-
Kettlewell should be sacked from Motherwell.
No, I'm not
he
saying-
had the biggest dip in the world.
No, I'm not.
And they showed great.
Aye,
faith.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like up to January, the football was excellent. They had some great results and performances. They look at January time. I'm thinking Wraith will go up here. They're the best team, but he's saying that he doesn't think that he could have turned it around. I don't.
But you didn't get to, we didn't get to see what's happening every day in there as well. You didn't know what training's like or how
I
the
thought-
players are like about the play.
That's not the case. You've got to be judged over a season
Aye,
by your
aye.
results, mate, right? And I keep saying it. Unfortunately, Ross County were too strong for them. You could see that. They were one game away for the Premier League, right? I know that you say about the dip, but you're not going to...
I'm not defending it. I'm just telling you what he said. I'm not
If they
defending
were
it at
going to
all.
be really steady and brilliant, they would have won it by a country mile. They'd have beat Dundee United, so there's going to be a dip, right?
See that dip? I think teams set up a wee bit differently against them, and that was out of respect
Aye.
because of how well they were
Aye.
playing.
Playing,
So they thought, by the way, we've got to deny
They
it.
signed a few players as well in January that up to that point, sometimes you had 3 players on the bench, 4 players on the bench. So the players knew they had to go.
But you don't wait for one game.
I agree with you.
Sack it,
Aye.
sack
Look,
it.
I think we agree.
Wait till the last game's done, because they've already made up in their mind, right?
But how long do you wait? And then you're behind in a year where there's no clear favourite.
But he's right. Looks like they've made that decision
Months ago.
at the end of the season,
And waited
or
for
at some
one
point to
waited
say,
for one defeat.
Aye, that
sacked
is
the boy.
stupid, aye.
And that's what I was saying about David Gray. He's in the same position. This guy's going to wait till he starts getting a wee bad run. He's got a lot of, well, he's got Celtic twice, hasn't he? So if he loses 2 games, don't be surprised if they just walk in and chop him.
Do you think he can turn it round? Or do you think it's going to be difficult?
It's going to be difficult. But on
Based
the
on what? Because of the
on
personnel as well?
evidence-
That
On the
he's
evidence
got?
of what we've seen against St Mirren,
Yeah.
he brought a few players in, but it's just, you just hate to see, because I know what you're saying, because he is a bit of a legend there, and sometimes you don't want it to turn
But
sour.
this is what-
and it's,
when
and
you-
it is, it's a horrible thing.
when you put a manager
I just
in,
think it's
give them time.
experience. Aye.
They need time. Like, why has he been appointed? Has he been appointed?
Who's he got beside him? Who's
Liam
alongside him?
Craig.
Right.
Has he been appointed because he's a club legend, or because he's a good coach and they believe that he's
Be a
the
bit
man?
of both.
Well, if it's because of good, give him time. Like, you can't just go. Look, obviously, Hibs fans want to be winning every game. It's not possible. St Mirren are a side that are they know they're well drilled. They've been together. I know he's made a few changes to the team, and by the way, they look like he made good signings.
Yeah.
They're a good team. So why have you appointed him? What sold him to Malky and to the board? Well, stick by him. It might not be great at the start. Give him a chance, because otherwise, what's the point? What's the point in even taking the risk?
That's how
Because it is a risk.
Where do you stand
I like
on,
an
like-
older head
where do
in
you
there as
stand on-
well, but just to lean on but
Like these
So-
guys getting their first job at Hibs, Hearts, Aberdeen. Should you manage somewhere else before you go to these jobs?
Ideally, you would say aye,
look at-
but
look
what's
at
he
Scott
got to
Brown.
do?
Well, look at Scott Brown. You would use him maybe as
He's went to
done at
Fleetwood, yeah.
use it area.
Yeah.
But then
You're
you
seeing
flip it,
learning
and
his
he's not
trade.
staying all right at Hearts.
Aye.
I think your job now in management, see if you've got good people behind you, right? Now, I know the Motherwell, I worked with Brian Caldwell, who's the chief executive at Motherwell. He's the best I've ever worked with. He's brilliant, right? He will do everything to support the manager. And if you do that, then it doesn't matter what job you get into, you've got a wee chance. But see if you're looking over your shoulder knowing that the guys up the stair in the boardroom are just waiting for you to fail.
But
Then you're
that's the
knackered.
difference, because Malky's obviously been happy with that. The current board are happy with the decision they've made. Then you've got Bill Foley coming out and saying they're not listening to me. So that's a different problem for the way a club would normally run, of there's one person that, or one group of people that are making the decisions. But when they're at odds at what's happening, then it is a wee bit worrying. But I just think if you've appointed him, you've been impressed by what he's saying he's going to do. And what your point is, he's obviously never done it before, but that's a chance that, you know, the club
Board
decided
members
to
it-
take.
board
He has
members
to
it-
take.
Do you think it would put experienced managers off taking the job, the fact that Malky Mackay is there?
No,
Wouldn't
I
it?
think so.
no, not at all. Football jobs are very hard to come for.
So you think like
And
Derek McInnes would go and work under these circumstances, Malky Mackay above you? For example.
Depends on
Well,
what
you set the
Aye,
boundaries
the rules.
before you
Aye,
go in.
exactly.
If that changes, you've got you do that anyway. But a young coach manager going in, right? This is what it's going to be, right? Okay, I'm happy with that, and it changes. They've not really got that experience or maybe the know-how to say, oh well, wait a minute, this isn't what you promised me. They're maybe just happy for the
Just to
job.
go
An
along with
experienced
it,
one goes in and says, this is your role, that's my role, this is what I'm going to do. If that's what you expect from me, we're happy to go with it. If it changes, then the experienced one's going to say, that's not what you promised me, I'm not happy with the situation, you need to take a step back, or I'm away.
Again, they're going to sign a, 34-year-old Junior Hoylett.
He done well last year though.
player.
Aberdeen, so
He
good
done well.
signing.
He done well last year.
time will only tell, won't it?
Signed
You know
Nicky
what I
Cadden
mean?
as well.
Great signing, I think.
Aye.
He's done really well down south,
Aye.
hasn't he?
So I think Hoylett done well for Aberdeen last year.
See, I'm fed up hearing people going, oh, he's 33, 34. See, nowadays, you look at the fitness of these players, right? Look at James Forrest. People had written James Forrest off, and then all of a sudden he comes in, he's the most important person in Celtic's team near the end of the season. You know, these guys keep themselves. It's no liqueur days. We used to finish and go for a fucking fish supper and a canny lager, Tennent's lager. On you go. Have a nice Saturday night.
Other lagers are
They're
available.
available, yes.
But I would prefer Tennent's. I would definitely
And they
prefer
were
Tennent's.
available in the days. We were pissed before we got down the road. It's your turn to drive one, but I'm on the bed after.
Is it the forward area they needs it, or is it their defender? I know they've signed 2 centre halves, but getting all over the place Saturday again, wouldn't they?
Well, the ship 3 goals. Look, you need time to settle in, but they've got a real tough couple of fixtures, and they get Celtic.
It was always a
got 5.
difficult opener going to St Mirren because the way they are under Robinson.
But the fact that they played on the Thursday night as well, St Mirren, wasn't it?
Aye.
If there's a time to go there, it would be then.
That's no
but
surprise
the
to me with that
home
St
game-
Mirren side.
And
That's
they've won 4-1, so they're maybe full of confidence.
and they played well, and
Yeah.
they look like they're going to have a good season against St Mirren.
Aye,
I know it's early days, but
Team, innit?
they look like
I
they're going
like
to have a
them.
good
I
season.
like
He's
them. Done really
signed
well.
very well.
They're allegedly pursuing Luke McCowan for Dundee. That'd be a great signing, wouldn't it?
Aye.
top player, that'd be fair.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Aye.
Do you know what? I just love his enthusiasm for the game.
I love
innit?
that he's been given the captaincy.
I know,
as well.
he suits it, doesn't it?
Aye.
I think he settled into the derby. He didn't influence it early, but he settled
Dundee
in.
weren't great though.
No.
I was really surprised. First
Yeah.
half, I thought they
They were
were
fucking
miles off it.
But I've got to say, his penalty was great. That's pressure. That is
No,
pressure,
I
mate.
think-
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
That's how the
People
armband
go, oh,
suits
you can't miss for there. But that's pressure when it's to make it 2 each in a derby. So, I like
It depends what they're offering Dundee, because Tony Dodd will be saying to the board, don't care what they're offering, I don't want to sell him.
See,
What do you think roughly it would take to get him?
see what I wonder, because I watched him when he was at Ayr United, and you could
He's a winger, wasn't he?
aye, but you could see as a player in it.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, why do teams know
Look,
take
more in
a
the
chance
bottom.
at him? So fair play to Dundee, and I hope they reap the rewards of it. And if he is going
What
to
do you
go,
think? How much? Much you got?
player
He's only got a year
like
left on his contract, hasn't he?
Aye. How old is he?
What will like be about 26?
26,
He's
27?
20, aye, he's 26, 20, aye. So he's an experienced boy now. He's
Go on,
ticks
Faddy,
all the
you know that better than us.
I don't
The market.
really, but it just
500
depends.
grand?
I would say at least
He's easily
at
worth
least
that.
because he's worth.
I'm dead close
So
at the
so you
moment.
lose him. It's a difficult one. It's not irreplaceable. Like players are replaceable, but it's a tough one because of how much influence he has on the team.
Yeah.
So a top 6 finish again for Dundee would be worth keeping them rather than cashing in on.
There'll be
It's not
interest
really-
for down south as well.
Aye.
Flag up. There'll be teams having a look at him, definitely.
I hope
So-
they get a lot of money from him.
So do
because
I.
Danny Armstrong, there's interest in him. I hope they get it because they're good players. The two of them have come through in a probably an unconventional way.
Yeah.
They've looked.
Agree with that.
They can play at the level easy. They can influence games. They can score goals. Hopefully Dundee and Kelly, if they lose the players, get good money for them. Too often we get young Scottish players and it's like, they only play in Scotland or they only play for Dundee or Kilmarnock. We'll lowball them. Hopefully they hold on and get a good fee, and then it helps the league. It shows the league in a good light.
And it's good that both of them, like you said, came to the Championship as well, innit?
Aye.
Danny Armstrong for Rafe up to Kelly, Blake McCowan there at Dundee.
Armstrong
Whereas-
was
two good
always-
players.
You hope that
aye, at
continues
Rafe.
to happen, didn't you?
Always
Uh-huh.
stood out, and it's even like with Armstrong when I think it was quoted as a wee bit of interest for Rangers, and right away people turn their nose up at it.
Aye.
And I'm not so sure.
No.
But I think players like that could go in and do a job, and then people look at you and go, what are you talking about? So there you go. You look at what the boys done at Dundee. I'm like Faddy. I hope there's maybe, if there's going to be interest, it's for down south and they get a few bob, because they took the opportunity.
Shows
took
the
chance.
boy, Rob.
Yeah. So's the boy. 100%.
Oh, I'd go anywhere for a
fuck
guy.
it as well. Aye, definitely. Because you're like, you see boys-
I'm doing them 6.
Aye, quite right. I would
I'm
love
right,
to
yeah.
see that.
Dundee United fans get excited. The country that Jim Goodwin signed these players for is the same country that he signed Miofsky for.
Aye.
And look how good Miofsky is.
Aye.
They do look like players as well, don't
Aye,
they?
they do.
Talking
So
about
do
how
I.
How does Jim Goodwin know that market? You think he goes on his holidays?
I think it might be his father-in-law.
Aye.
Father-in-law's not a bad scout.
Oh, is that who? Oh,
Who's
right.
his
Is it
favourite?
Mick Oliver, isn't it?
Aye.
Oh, it's
Right,
Mick.
Mick. I worked
I'd Mick it here.
Aye, I worked with Mick when I was at Clydebank. I was doing as the player manager. Mick was the manager. I just went out and played and done a bit of coaching.
Right.
So Mick was a good lad, but Mick's
These
on the
look like
ball.
they look like good players, don't they?
Aye. So that's what I'm saying. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Mick maybe out scouting here, there, and everywhere.
Mick surprised me, Dundee United.
Jim.
I thought.
I never seen it for the Everton side.
They
I don't know if
surprised me.
he's working with him, but I would imagine if he's out and about.
Oh, he'll be helping,
about
won't he?
Of course he would. Why
Uh-huh.
would you know? So 'cause you want
definitely.
to see your own doing well. So that's the first thing I thought about when I looked at the players and I went, they've recruited well. And that's the first
Well, he
thing.
said,
that came
didn't
into
he? He's got contact.
my- Is he right?
Aye.
He's certainly. Aye.
So-
Big Mick's a great guy. And, maybe he's doing him a wee turn.
Because
You were surprised at Dundee United fan?
I was, but the Ramadani as well, they brought him in at Aberdeen, sold him on for decent money, good player. I thought Dundee United, you never know when they make the signings how they're going to be, but they won the championship in the end comfortably, but I just felt that stepping up would be different, because you need to go and approach a game a bit different. Championship, everybody, you're a target. You need to beat everybody. You need to beat your best. You need to deal with that pressure coming up. It's not the same. You need, like, they'll obviously be aiming for top 6. I don't think it's unrealistic, especially for teams coming up, to say you can get top 6, because you look at how it's been the last few years. No, I'm just saying their mentality would be coming up, because it's been so close, and that there's always been a team that's kind of snuck in, and they will be, but ultimately it's staying in the division. They need to establish themselves again as a Premiership team.
I think they'll do what Dundee done, because Dundee came up last
And went
season.
in top
They
six,
looked how
didn't
well
they? Yeah.
they played.
It'll be competitive
And I
this year.
They'll be
Top 6.
And you look at them just again on the evidence of the recruitment.
See, when you
They were
see
at
these
it.
teams, it does look like teams like Hibs will struggle to finish in the top 6 again, doesn't it?
Aye.
Who
It
had
does.
I know it's early
You're
days,
one
but
game in.
you do it is early days, but you do, it flags up, doesn't it? There's a wee bit of
I think it'd be worse if it was a
whole.
home game when they lost like that. I think after a few weeks, obviously it starts to take shape. You see what teams are like, whether they've got the character to bounce back. Was it an off day? You don't know.
It is your luck as a new manager, innit? You go and get Celtic in your next game. But I mean, you just never know how that much is going to affect the confidence of the players, innit?
But
You're already looking beyond that. You get a result, innit?
You're just
why you
checking
take
for
the
Ross
job.
County on the fixture list, and you're St John's, you fucking playing them.
Oh, exactly. Fucking
right.
Allo in the cup.
Hearts face either, you can tell us that, the Ukrainian team or Victoria Plzeň.
Pilsen. Victoria
You
Pilsen.
fancy them to make the group stages? Look good this year, Hearts, don't they sound really well?
Aye.
Tell you what, they've got. See what I was impressed with. No, they're starting. Their
Bench is very strong.
Fucking hell! Shouldn't you looked at the bench? And the find of the season so far is a right back.
Oh,
Who recruited? Who's the recruit?
it was Mick Oliver.
Michael, aye.
Go just say you fucking scouted everyone.
No, it was
Who
Jim.
brought him in? Because he looked
Jamie Oliver, his brother.
Didn't
He did look
The
very.
recipe.
Because I felt sorry for wee Cortez.
No bad.
Wee Cortez.
Oh, he couldn't get a
done
kick.
him in. I know.
But you heard that as a winger too, and
And
the full back just keeps coming to the ball.
Horrible. See when you do it, I always remember when I was went down to Everton at first. My first start was against Leeds. I think I've told this before. Gary Kelly was right back, and it's one of the best games I've ever played. He was like first choice for Ireland, 80 odd caps, whatever. Like Ireland's best fullback, and I was brilliant. Like the next week we played Tottenham away, and it was Stevie Carr, and I'm thinking, oh, he can't get a game for Ireland.
Gary Kelly's
And
better.
I've the game of my life last week.
Just keep taking the ball.
Absolutely bullied. It was I was embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing you're on a pitch, sometimes you're like, everything I done, dropped the shoulder, went, stepped across, took the ball off me, came short, bang right up behind me, tried to spin him, 4 arm out, stop me. Honestly, it absolutely destroyed me. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling.
I've been there.
You're there going.
Because when your fullback
nothing
is
I do.
basically 1v1 in it.
Nothing I do. I can't get by him. I don't get by
He's
him.
got everything in it, even.
Machine.
He can throw the ball longer than I can hit my 3 fucking wood in the golf. What about how far he
Strong
can
in
throw
there. Good in there, I know.
I can't believe how long he can throw the fucking ball.
You can throw it further than you can kick it.
Kick it.
Hunter, aye, out my hands. Not even a bouncy. Out my hands.
They'll punt.
Fucking hell, man.
And they've signed Boateng, who was at Dundee last year. Another
Aye.
great signing as well, innit? It's like you said, the squad looks really
Aye.
strong.
Aye.
Strong, aye, they've got good options. They really have got good options, I've got to say.
I just wanted your opinion quickly. I asked you on Monday about this. Shanklin played the 10 role. I did play well, but
And
do you know how if you a bit higher up, Hearts get the chances he scores with
I think it's.
I said to you on Monday, that just shows you how good a football player I think, because I thought Shanklin did play well,
Yeah.
but the strength and the bullied a few of them and just the way he
Touch
links it.
awareness.
It's just a
for that
good
game,
football
though,
player,
innit?
isn't he?
It's
Think
for
was it
that game, I
was it?
think, where I know he's picking up positions as a 10, he's not playing as a 10. He's starting high to come in, to allow the space for Vargas to get in behind, and it's a tactic they've used quite a lot. They've used it a lot anyway, but against Celtic and Rangers in particular, because they want to use that threat down the sides, get the ball, be an out ball. But it just shows you how good a player he is.
Aye.
Because you look at Shanklin and say, goals, he'll get goals. His hold up play is excellent. His link up, his link up play, his intelligence to when to stay high, to come into that space, to then, affect it. He's got far more to his game than just goals.
Could they finish second?
No, I think.
Why no? What would stop
Because
them?
I think the big two are too strong. I think Celtic are firm favourites, rightly so, and especially the way it started against Kilmarnock. But I think Rangers have got too much for Hearts. Far too much.
I'm not so sure. I'd need to.
You think Hearts can finish second?
Well, you just spoke about it. It's the squad, the quality within that squad. They keep Shanklin. And what they've got, I mean, there you're talking about Spittle. He was, I know he's came from Motherwell, but he was one of the best players in the Premiership last season, in my opinion. Some of the goals.
Do you not
he
think
scored.
Rangers?
You think
even
Rangers
Ra-
squad's much stronger
Rangers,
than Hearts?
the reason I'm saying this, Daz, is
I would,
because
if I had the choice, I would take Rangers squad against Hearts.
Well, at the moment, no. I think Rangers will add. They've got to add. It's clear to see. So if they bring in another 3 or 4 at least, then Hearts might struggle to finish second. But on the evidence so far at the moment, I think it's a toss-up. There you go.
Wow.
Just at the moment, I do. But this is what I'm saying. There's still a good bit of the window to go. So they need the quality in the door.
You just keep.
That's reverse psychology at Rangers. You're hoping that a Rangers director's watching that and he goes and spends dough.
That's just worry as well.
Remember, he's an
Aye,
ex-Hearts player as well, isn't he?
I love playing with Hearts. I had 3
does
years.
love
In the days, it was fucking Rangers Reserves, it was called, wasn't it? Everybody for Rangers.
Aye, it was.
Aye.
Fergie was
Who's
there.
Rangers playing today? Oh, Rangers reserves at Time Castle.
Just set back, Hearts back 30 years and just shook that tag off.
But it was funny because it was kind of same songs and all that, so I just felt
when you signed
felt
your
at home, it
contract,
felt good.
when you signed your 3-year contract, 2 Ibrox and 1 at Time Castle.
And I tell you that.
Same songs.
No, and I love, and one of the reasons I went, Big Wallace Mercer was brilliant with me. So he was. So the only thing he wanted me to go and stay in Edinburgh.
Oh, it's nice.
No, is it Barton?
Culture.
No,
man.
Edinburgh. I was there like yesterday. I love
Because he
Edinburgh.
thought I was
Edinburgh's brilliant, isn't it?
going to get into too much trouble because I was still staying in round about Glasgow. Not at all. That was only something.
Not at all.
No, I was still going to be going.
I would have helped you in the days because you were a bit of a thug.
No,
heard you
no,
were.
I certainly wasn't a thug. I was just a guy that enjoyed himself.
A good time you still
That's
doing
it. Of course,
I've
why
never
not?
seen that and you've never seen it.
An enjoyable thug.
Right, last wee bit. Who else impressed you this weekend? I thought Aberdeen looked really good on Monday night.
2 up top for me.
Wow.
The
Never
boy- is it
realised
Morris?
it was Miofsky accent.
Shaden Morris, aye.
Oh, I thought he was
Good.
He looks decent.
Nelson was good middle of the pitch, wasn't
I
he?
liked Aberdeen. Do you know
So did
something?
I.
I must admit, I sat on Monday and I thought, I'm going to waste an hour and a half of my life here watching St Johnstone Aberdeen.
I enjoyed it, mate.
Enjoyed
So
it.
did I.
It was a very, and
man.
plus the fact, what about the crowd?
Aye.
What a difference it makes, innit? See when it's on the telly and the place is full.
What about their strip? That's a shocker.
Aberdeen.
Aye, wasn't it?
I didn't mind
not
that
having
as
that.
well.
Didn't mind
As in-
that.
Oh, but
You
see,
got
when
right
that
to it.
takes loose right away, and I was like, that's a shocker, man, a strip. Get a grip. Doesn't it? I like Aberdeen.
Do you know, they had a yellow top back in the day,
I don't like
didn't
that. I don't like it. I don't
I
know
quite
you.
liked it. I
Did
didn't.
you?
I seen it up close in the stands, but I actually liked it.
I grew, at the beginning I was with Fergie, I
Aye.
was going, well, fuck,
No, I
fuck's sake,
didn't.
what about that? But I quite liked
Aye.
it.
Yeah.
See, you get the right coloured boots, just so often.
What did you like about Aberdeen? Mixed it up. They mixed it up.
Solid,
They
aye.
played at times and they went into Miofsky and Sokler.
Just their play, but the speed and when they had the chances to break, the speed at which they done it, the amount of options they had when they were on the ball as well. I liked it. I
you know
liked
that-
Jimmy Tillin for he came in and because he's not come away with big claims, or he just said like this is how I want, this is what I want to do. And you can see that sometimes you get a manager and you're like, oh, it still takes a bit of time, which it does. It wasn't perfect, but you can see early signs that it looks like it's going to be a good fit.
Never realised how good a player Miofsky was, because the only time I get to see him was when he plays Celtic and Rangers on the TV.
I can't believe you said
Touches
that.
and his way to
Aye.
pass and everything was excellent, wasn't it?
Aye.
It's
Top
like,
player.
it's like,
Phenomenal.
Work rate as
it's
well,
like
mate,
see
aye.
you say about Shankland and all that. There's far more of Shankland than just a goal scorer, and
Yeah.
that's certainly about Miofsky as
I
well.
showed her that night.
His
didn't I?
attitude, his work rate as well, the
only thing
speed of play, the passing, the vision. Oh, he's ticks all
The
the.
only thing that pisses me off about Aberdeen, right?
Is that strip?
No, take that strip away from it. See, every time they make a tackle and they go up and they fucking high-five each other. No.
Oh, the big boy in the back loves it, doesn't he?
what's
Didn't
his
mind
name?
it, mate.
What's his
Rubens,
name?
like,
Oh, kick him
Aye,
out
I'm-
the stones, man. Right, you
Maybe
know
we're
that?
old
you wanna
school,
kick
but I
him in the
agree
stone?
with you.
Right,
Oh,
punch
I
for
agree
he'd
with you.
punch for you.
Aye. Listen, he's up in Aberdeen.
They signed him for a Russian prison, mate.
Is that right?
That's what he looks like, doesn't it?
Wee Shinny was after me, never mind him.
I love Shinny, but he looks good in that system. I think he looks a better player than that. So does McGrath, mate. He gets so much more out when they're
He was
passing the ball.
excellent.
He went into Jamie McGrath.
I was
Football
impressed with
player.
Aberdeen, I've got to say.
The second goal's top class, isn't it?
Aye,
The
but
boy Nelson's way to pat in
Aye.
and McGrath's finish as well. Could they challenge Hearts for third? Or is it still too
I think before the game you're saying you don't know because of new manager, but based on that performance, that look, Miofsky staying, if he stays, would be huge. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Nah. If they lose Miofsky, then it's going to be difficult. But if they're winning games like that, they will get better because you can see there is a different approach.
Yeah.
It's been pretty direct for Aberdeen the last wee while. They're what to play, and they look dangerous when they've got the ball, so they could. But I think if they lose Miofsky, it's going to be difficult. But you could say the same with Hearts.
I think they lose him.
I think it's too good a player. I think there's
There's
interest for abroad. And that's what they'll get. They're looking for the 5-6 plus million.
No, they've already, I know for a fact they've already offered 5.
Is this a fact?
Aye.
You know for a fact for who?
Fact.
Oh, listen, I'm an undercover guy here. I'll give you all the facts.
Right.
They were offered about 5.5 for him. They knocked it back. So,
Right.
so they're holding it.
If you're Celtic, you're talking 6, 7 for Ida, would you know go and get Miofsky for 6?
That's a big debate, isn't it? The only thing I'll say about Ida is...
Get two of them.
Aye, because you'll need another two strikers. The only thing I'll say about Ida is the fact that...
I don't want Celtic to get me off.
I
could see him
he's been in the building, scored big goals, hasn't he?
I could see him when I Celtic strap.
Who?
Scared
Mayoski?
shit out of me eye.
Says the shit.
Score a bundle load.
They'll go for
Honestly.
Ida first. Ida's, I think that would be the shout for me. He's been in, he knows how to play with Celtic, right? Mayoski's magnificent. I'm not saying he could come to Celtic and not play well, he probably will. But I've seen players for Aberdeen's, Hibs, Dundee United, with great reputations, going to teams like Celtic and Rangers and can't handle what the pressure is. Ida's already shown that he can, and he scores big goals.
Aye.
Miovski doesn't look like the type that would be
Nah,
faced
I know
by
that,
that
I'm
pressure,
not
doesn't he?
saying, but
You've seen it,
sometimes that happens, mate.
You're talking like Stephen Thompson and guys like that. I can see why they struggle with it.
You should go elsewhere. Aye. You should go abroad, Miovski.
You should go abroad.
Aye. Needs to-
Amazing. Right, we need to say it, and Aberdeen have signed a great goalie, haven't they? Boy for St Johnstone last year.
Me tough.
Really good.
Tell you, the St Mirren goal, it's good enough.
Where
The
they get
games
him?
I've seen him, Brentford on loan. He looks decent. Balcom.
Is he, huh?
I
So
like
important,
him. I'm impressed with him.
Right, Coupon time, lads. I'm going to read this to you, right? Time for a weekly Scottish Premiership ACCA. With the help of our friends at SBK, we have secured a 25% ACCA boost to use this SPFL weekend. This will be active from Friday 5 p.m. till Saturday at 12:30 p.m. The 25% boost combined with SBK's industry-leading odds makes it the best place to bet on Scottish football this season. Don't believe us? Sign up today and find out. The lads are going to pick their coupons now. We'll keep a wee league table, alright?
Cap on the right.
I want you to pick 4 teams out the 6 fixtures, and that's your coupon. Alright, so Daddy,
Alright.
4 results for the 6 fixtures.
Okay.
Right, come to
I'll
you
go-
first. Do your
right.
your full 4 first.
I'm going, the easy one, Rangers, Kilmarnock.
Right,
Can you say Rangers to beat Motherwell? Do it like that,
Right,
please.
Rangers to beat Motherwell
Right.
at Hampden. Kilmarnock to beat St Johnstone
At where?
Rugby Park.
Good.
I'm going Celtic to beat Hibs at Easter Road.
We're all going to go with the same.
And
I'm
I'll
taking
go
You know?
No.
Hearts to beat Dundee at Dens.
Hearts to beat Dundee at Dens.
Yeah.
6-1, that pays out for Gordon Dale's coupon.
I'm going to go a couple of draws here.
Go on then, Faddy, let's hear yours.
Right, I'm going to go. I says a couple of draws. I'll start with the win. Kelly to beat St Johnstone.
Okay.
I'm going to go Dundee Hearts a draw. Ross County, Dundee United a draw, and Aberdeen St Mirren a draw.
Wow, that's big odds.
Wow.
That is, what? 64 to 1.
Because I was
Bookies a lot.
He'll be the face at SBK next year. That.
not when it comes in. They'll not be back
Love
next
it.
week.
But you'll be sitting in their podcast.
Mate, that
Next
could
week
come
you're
in.
not need to read all that out. They'll not be back.
If that comes in, I'll pay you myself.
That could come in by then. I think
That's a good
I think
shout. I'm only
that's
kidding, I'm only kidding.
Right, Dale boy.
I'm a deep thought here, mate. My mind's blown here.
64.
Right, I'm not going to take any of the Rangers or Celtic.
Good for
There
you,
go. I'm going to go Hearts to win,
Has to beat Dundee, okay.
Right.
Kilmarnock to win.
Come on to beat St Johnstone.
And do you know something? That's what I was looking at. I'm thinking the Ross County and the Aberdeen game. No, I'll go Ross County, Dundee United a draw, and I'm going to take Aberdeen to win.
Aberdeen to beat St Mirren at home.
Yes, aye.
That pays 24 to 1.
That's the one to go with, guys.
Come on, the coupons. Right, team, you can create your own ACCA with 3 or more bets on the full-time results of any game from across the Scottish Premiership. And SBK are not stopping there. They are also giving you a 25% bet builder boost for the Hibs v Celtic match this Sunday, which will be active from Saturday at 12:30 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. Sunday. T&Cs apply, over 18s only, and please do gamble responsibly.